Hello, my name is Roman Jinjihashvili, and this is the video about Slav Defense. Well, Slav Defense, as you know, after d4, d5, c4, c6, it's one of the biggest chapters in modern chess theory. Actually, it's huge. It contains several different openings within. So it's almost as big as the Sicilian defense. Well, this video is not going to be for chess professionals because they already have good repertoire and they know how they want to play. However, for people who play chess, competitive chess, but not professional, not every competitive player is professional, I would recommend a universal system that will completely minimize black's options, will narrow amount of material you can learn, and give you a clear game. Always, when you take a shortcut to solution in the opening, so a lot of times the quality of the position suffers. Not in this case. You will have very competitive position that you will know how easy to play, and you will be very comfortable in dedicating minimum amount of time. What you do, you will eliminate regular Miran system that black plays. You will eliminate Botvinnik variation after bishop g5 and dc. So you will eliminate a lot of possibilities for black and many sharp variations in various different positions of Slav defense. Now, what I am recommending is after d4, d5, c4, c6 is to play c takes d, c takes d. Now, a lot of people wrongly assess this continuation as drawish. They think, oh, if white takes on d5, white would, that means white plays for a draw. Well, let me tell you this. This is not a play for a draw. I have played many times this for white, and not once I played for a draw. Well, also theory of this variation goes way back into young Botvinnik's time. Well, Botvinnik made a minimal research in this opening, and ever since it developed great deal. So, but now I'm presenting this to you in completely different fashion. I'm not going to give you all this complex variation. In every variation, I designed this white's opening and white's play the way you will have minimum effort on remembering a lot of variations, and also be competitive to play for advantage. Well, actually, it's going to be a little theory that I will show you what I developed, and mostly it's going to be games played with it. So let's go with the first game. First game, well, normally what plays in here, what is the way the continuations go here, and bishop f4. And now one of the main continuations here is bishop f5. Actually, for many years, it was the only move practically. Well, nowadays they play a6 and sometimes e6. But let's go one at a time. Let's go and look at bishop f5 games with bishop f5. First game I want to bring to your attention, game played in 2005 between Gata Kamsky and Magnus Carlsen. You know, Carlsen, nowadays he's #1 rated player in the world, and he couldn't have been too weak in 2005. He was already one of the best players in the world then. So what played after bishop f4 and bishop f5, e3. Actually, this game starts with a different move order, but they got this position. e6, bishop b5, bishop b4, and many years ago the only continuation was queen a4 with minimal advantage for white, but Gata Kamsky played castling, black castled, rook c1, bishop takes c3, rook takes c3, and knight e4. After knight e4, rook c1, and black got overly ambitious and aggressive. g5. This idea is known very frequently in different positions. Black plays g5 and h5, and after bishop g3, h5. This aggression was immediately punished by Kamsky. Bishop takes c6, bc. Black's intention is they are trying to play h4. If white goes h3, they want to ruin white's king sign structure. Even this is okay for white because their king is a lot safer than black's king. Knight may go to e5. White is okay. But of course, the continuation that happened in the game is a lot stronger. Knight e5. That's the move that was missed by Carlsen. And after knight e5, he's practically lost. h4, completing the idea, attacking bishop on g3, but knight takes c6, queen d7, and bishop e5. Now white is intending to kick black's knight with f3, and bishop will be safe. So black is forced to be consistent, and they want f6, and after f6, f3, knight d6. Now taking on e5 is of course terrible, because after knight takes e5, attacking queen, and then taking on e4, black is completely lost. So black played knight d6, and then after bishop takes d6, queen takes d6, queen d2 was played, and white end up with extra pawn and practically winning position. Rook f7, b4, and trying to support knight on very strong position on c6, and also creating the pass pawn on the queen side. After b4, rook g7, it's an attempt to create some play on the king side. h3, rook e8, rook fe1, maybe e4 the idea, rook c7, rook fe1 was not necessary at all, rook c7, b5, a6, A4, AB, AB. Now, what can we tell? This is of course totally lost for black. White has extra pawn, pass pawn, big positional advantage, and all the files on the queen side. White controls. So black lost in very few moves, and we're going to be stopping in the positions where everything, the outcome of the opening is clear, and there is nothing, practically there is no point of continuing. So I'm going to stop here in a position where white is completely winning and white won this game.